When is it time to switch from pull-ups to tabbed absorbent briefs? Families often ask me, when should we switch? Pull-up absorbent underpants work really well in the early stages when your loved one or your patient can stand, they can help with dressing. They give a sense of normal underwear and independence. But as illness progresses, standing or balancing will become difficult. And that's when pull-ups can actually become unsafe for the patient and the caregiver trying to help. They can actually trip the patient up when they're trying to get in and out of them, and we know what can result when falls occur. So this is a really good time to consider switching. I also have to say that oftentimes patients are reluctant to change to a tabbed brief because it kind of signals that they're declining, and it can be really emotionally upsetting. So be really cognizant of that. So, tabbed briefs, these are the kind that actually open like a child's diaper, and they're much easier when your loved one can't stand steadily anymore. They're not transferring in and out of bed or onto a commode. That's much harder. And maybe there's frequent leaks or they need overnight protection now. Trying to change pull-up briefs when a patient is in bed is really hard because you put them on their feet and then they have to roll back and forth many times to get them up completely over their buttocks. So if they're in bed most of the time, it is time to switch to tabs. You can change the patient right in bed. They don't need to stand, they don't need to sit, and this reduces the risk of falls. It keeps them more comfortable, and it makes your job as the caregiver so much easier. Do remember that this change isn't a step backwards. It really is simply adapting your patient or your loved one to their current needs. The care is helping them. Do talk about it with the patient, though, whether you're the caregiver or a family member. It's a really good time to consider the feelings that come up with a change and a decline in condition. Because remember, the goal is always dignity, safety, and comfort. I'm Nancy. I'm one of the Hospice Care Queens. Brenda and I wrote this booklet because our mission is to transform the end of life experience with education and support. So sign up at our website, the Hospice Care Plan, watch our videos, get our booklet, and we're there for you because our motto is care is treatment.